What do you think the future looks like for you? Let's say in 10 years, what jobs will be needed? How will our technology advance? How about in 20 years? Will our environment still look the same, or will it have changed? What about in 50 years, or even 100 years? The chances are that it'll be your children and grandchildren that live in that future. So what does it look like to them? Will the same locations and landmarks still be recognisable? Let's rewind. If that's how you imagine the future, how would your friends and neighbours imagine it? Do you think they would like your future? Would their future look the same as yours? Or would they imagine something completely different? See, it gets tricky when people are all thinking about different futures, but only a few people get to decide what that future will actually look like. What you've started doing there is something called futures literacy. Futures literacy is trying to think about the future now, to understand what the impact of what we are doing today will be on tomorrow, for both ourselves and everyone around us. As a society, we think that numeracy is important. We also value literacy, but futures literacy is important too. Futures literacy helps us plan and work towards a future we all want to be a part of. But the problem with the future is that we don't know what's going to happen. We know some things are likely to happen, and we know other things are less likely to happen. But where does that future you saw fit into that? And if we don't know what's going to happen, why might it be important to think about the future? The problem is, if we don't think about the future because we're too focused on the now, we're not really thinking about the consequences of our actions or paying attention to where we're heading. So futures literacy is about imagining possible futures and our place in them, and how, ideally, we might build a better world for everyone. Let's say you run a business. What skills do you need to invest in today to enable people to continue to do that in the future? Or if you're a politician, what policies do you need to put in place to look after the people of the future, as well as looking after the people of today? Maybe you work in healthcare. How do you ensure you're providing the best possible care to patients when new diseases and new scientific advancements create new risks and opportunities? Or what if you work in sustainability? What will the future of producing energy look like? And how will we cope with our waste? You see, it's important to think about the future as a result of the choices we make, and that the most obvious path, the one we're on now, is not necessarily the best course of action. But together we can all help choose the future we want to see.